Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. XRP might have completed this triangle now and we see a break to the downside. That's also how I labeled it. For now it looks also as if it's following, as if the price is following this microstructure that we were looking at in previous videos and updates that I provided. It seems like at least it's the Y wave in the yellow wave 2 which is unfolding. Oops. Second, or the C wave in a wider white wave 2. Okay, in both counts, the idea is that the correction isn't complete yet because there's no evidence. Okay, so we haven't seen a breakout to the upside, and the idea was based on the structure that we're dealing with. Even if wave 2, the larger degree wave 2 bottomed here on the 20th of January. We did say that if, that would be the yellow count. This move down was wave W, X wave triangle, and the Y wave down. I mean, in these cases, can you rule out a direct breakout? No, to the upside you can't. But that would have required some evidence, minimally a move above the green line at around 339. So seems like the market shows some short-term weakness, which means we are dealing with a bit of a correction there. And let's talk about these two pathways here. And I really only focus on the microstructures in this video because the bigger picture was discussed a lot and nothing's changed there. The only thing I want to refer to is this triangle pattern, the larger triangle, which bottomed most likely on the 13th of January, because that is what the smaller time frame my thesis is built on. So the idea was, this is a triangle, we followed it, it bottomed pretty much when it needed to, or it finished rather, and then the move up started. And that would be, in my interpretation, a 5-wave move up, okay, of which we only completed wave 1, and the wave 2 is possibly still unfolding. Whatever the microstructure here is, the idea is that as long as we're holding above 252, the focus is on higher prices, okay? But we have to give the market, in this scenario, a certain breathing space, all the way down to 252. So that's why I often say don't get too caught up in the microstructures. When we're dealing with a volatile space like crypto, these can shift a lot, but let them rise and fall, Don't forget about or ignore the underlying pattern, which suggests that a larger degree wave 4 bottomed, and we are now in the move up. But obviously, even the move to the upside, to new all-time highs, is not going to be a straight line. We're likely dealing with corrections along the way, pullbacks, and this could have been the first move up of that 5-wave move, which means they had a first correction then, hit the 50% retracement, basically the first support level there. Price reacted exactly there, and then in the yellow count, we can say that maybe the low is in. If that's the case, then we can watch for higher as long as this swing low is holding. But we haven't seen a break above the 16th of January high at around 340. And this is an important level to be broken. And it's the previous all-time high. So it's not an easy one to get through, right? So it's a key level to watch. And because it's such an important level, I'm skeptical that we've bottomed already. It likely needs more than one attempt. So we get another pullback. And as long as we're holding, however, above that 280 level, the 19th of January low, the yellow count is valid, but also white, because in the white count, it's simply a larger correction. So in the white count, again, the support area is relevant, but we might see a break below the 19th of January low. That would not change the overall idea. That wouldn't change the overall thesis. They are both valid and have to be considered. So for me, the main support at the moment is at $2.52. Any break below it will likely lead to a test of the invalidation point, but ideally, or what we don't want to see actually in this scenario, is a break below 252. Honestly, from an analysis point of view, I don't really care if the market dips back into support or not. It's part of the same scenario. Now, from a trading point of view, you have to decide if you trade this, you have to decide, do you go with a more aggressive yellow count or do you leave it a little bit more space? And if you leave it a little bit more space, then the invalidation point is below the 13th of January low at 232. But ideally, the price doesn't even break below 252. So I think analysis is at the moment very consistent with previous updates. We're looking for a bullish outcome here, but in the short term, the correction is not yet over, or it's at least not clearly over. What, however, is noteworthy, if we now get a break above what I've labeled as X-wave high at $3.14, $3.15, the end of the triangle, followed by a break above that swing high that is for the B wave, the white count at 321, then this would be a first indication that a low has formed and we're going higher and the market is planning to attack the all-time high once more. That's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.